Alright, what's the crack YouTube? How we are all doing? And welcome, and I believe in episode 21 of the Built-in Pro Standard series. And today I will take you for the first time for my push session. So kind of with the change of split, I moved to doing 2 upper rotations, 2 lower rotation, 1 push and 1 like posterior day. So today is the push day. Apologies for the little hiatus with the consistency on the YouTube, but I was just very busy. So we are back today, back for push. So the session is a cable up crunch, Y raise, calves. So kind of front loading it with isolations, and then onto the main movement of the day, which will be the high incline Smith, followed by prime flat pin loaded chest press, and then onto the dip. So that would like wrap up the main part of the session. Then I will have a second side delt exercise. I will also do one set of a single arm chest fly real delts, but you will see all of that in the video. So as always, if you could please go subscribe, like, you know, all the good stuff. I always try to start it with a little, like a 5-minute treadmill walk, just to kind of switch my head on. It's especially important if you've been working just before it. Today that's just not the case, but I kind of do it out of routine. So kind of nice mental preparation for the work that's ahead. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. Alright, I think I've spoken about it before, so why I'm starting with abs and then onto calves, simply because I feel like this is the most productive way to get the most out of them, and there's like zero negative effect on the rest of the session. So kind of win-win, yeah? I'm not losing anything on my main presses, and I am able to train my abs fresh, same with calves, and I kind of still treat it as a warm-up. It is a wee bit boring, to be honest, especially calves. Probably calves is the only muscle group I actually don't enjoy training. So 3 sets on here, and then I actually do the Y raise before calves, simply because I'm on the cable station, so just more convenient to get it out of the way. It also kind of warms up the shoulder before the high incline, but I have like a 10-minute break when I do the calves, so it kind of makes sense. So at the beginning I planned to do these Y raises just lying on the floor or on the bench, but honestly, like every single cable here is uneven. Like one side moves a bit differently than the other. So this is my favorite cable station, and I just do all the stuff unilaterally on the cables. It's like my OCD. Like I know that probably the difference on the other cables is like marginal, but also like to get 2 cables, like one of the Bravos is decent. To get both of the sides at the same time is sometimes a problem here, so I just stick to single arm. Nobody fucking uses this cable and it's the best. Doing it just single arm, you may it might seem like it's like a lateral raise, because it is actually. Like, I just go really in front of my body, fully stretch the side delt, and kind of go more in the like Y raise rather than the lateral plane. But it actually works out pretty well, because in this session, the second lateral variation I have is behind the body. So I'm kind of working on all the heads and kind of hitting the side delt from different angles. Probably some marginal difference here, like it doesn't make such a big difference. Probably I could get away with just doing like 4 or 5 sets of these, or like regular lateral raises, but I just like variety in my training, so why not? So 5 sets of kite phrases. I will not even record them because it's so fucking boring. But I will just walk you through what I do. 5 straight sets, around 12 plus rep range. Why? Because I tried the 6 to 10, and I know that the rep range per set itself it like doesn't dictate the effects of the hypertrophy, but I just found that a bit higher rep range, so around 12 to 15, works a bit better for myself. So 5 straight sets, and then after the 5th one I do a double drop set and then a weighted stretch. So it's fucking brutal. It takes me like around 12-15 minutes to do that shit. I just do one warm up before, and hopefully the calves will grow. They are lagging, and I know it's 90% because of genetics, but I will never fucking blame anything on genetics if I don't fucking train them fucking every other day, basically. And like, yeah, I've been treating them as every other muscle group, but I just see that they can handle more, I can recover from more, and that's why I do 5 sets, and they are basically every other day. For majority of the calf work, I use this machine because it's just fucking handy. You have a pin, and like you don't also put some additional strain on your lower back through your spine, which I deadlift every 3 days right now. So my like spine is already quite compressed, so why fucking adding some calf work on the standing machine? And honestly, on this one, I just can control the full contraction a bit better. So I don't do any partials. Like, I do some partials at the end, but like the set itself consists of full range of motion reps. Ah! I needed to take off the mic because it was fucking the magnet was grabbing the bar through the hoodie. So very happy with that set. I grabbed a bit too wide for my preference, but shit happens. But it's actually 6 reps, so 2 more than last time. I failed the 5th one, so happy days, happy days. Of course, it's still a new movement in my plan. I have not used the Smith in ages, simply because the one next to me is fucking broken, and you know, on the Smith you can do everything. So this one is very, very often taken, but with the change of the plan, I wanted to get back to it, and it honestly feels amazing. It's not a kind of a shoulder press, it's just a high incline, so I get a lot of delt as well as the upper chest. So second set will be probably just, I don't know yet, actually, probably like 1.5 and maybe 175 kilos. shit. I thought I would get this one honestly, but still not used to the smith. Like the sticking point is very brutal in this mid-range, but fucking good set still. It's plus 5 kilograms, minus 1 rep from last week. So happy days. Now onto the prime pin loaded flat press. Yep. Fuck. So first set loading cam free, so kind of mid-range still. This is like a first direct chest set, but as you saw the last rep I didn't finish it, and probably if that would like such a rep will happen across the next weeks, I will probably switch the first set to cam 5, so like mid to lengthen bias. Second set will be cam free, and something that's like important to notice here is on the prime pin loaded stuff, even cam free is not that lengthen bias. Like cam free on here doesn't equal loading all top peg on a prime plate loaded machine. Yeah, I would actually argue that cam free on this is maybe like 2-to-1 ratio on the plate loaded stuff, which is honestly for majority of people the ratio that they do the first set in, but like you cannot load everything lengthen, like that's just counterproductive. So I also noticed that I was training in a different gym with not as good of an equipment, and like I was so weak in the shortened position. Like probably the like hammer strength plate loaded machines, they're probably unusable for me at the minute, because what are you laughing at?
I just agree with everything that you said, lad. I was just hearing this going.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I need to see this. I need to see this. Yep. From the last clip, you can probably tell that this gym is fucking the best. We have the best equipment, the best people. So I didn't know that Gavin is behind me, because I just finished the first working set and started talking to y'all. So that was pretty hilarious. But a better second set here, that's for sure. So drop down 2 pins and switch to cam 5. And yeah, now it will be time for my EAA. So I always have them kind of mid-session, just to break the window between my pre and post-workout meal, because my sessions are quite long. I need to drive to the gym, drive back, so it kind of sometimes is getting closer to 5-hour window without an MPS spike. So for me, makes sense. I just take 15 grams of Train by GP EAAs. So that's so basically the recommendation is just make sure that there's 3 grams of leucine in that. And here is kind of like a merit of buying cheaper supplements. It's like, yeah, maybe a serving of some shit EAAs will be less, but then you look at the serving, like one serving has like a gram of leucine, so you need to fucking take 3 for it to make sense. So, just food for thought, and check your labels, guys, because I quite often you can tell that the more expensive supplement on paper is just cheaper because of the better funnel. dips. Probably my favorite like free weight chest tricep exercise of all time, to be honest, and the only one actually I'm doing at a minute. So actually a bit less load than last time, because last time I did 2 plates, but I was actually using a very light belt, like special for dips. My friend Patrick borrowed it to me. So this fucking weighs a lot. This belt is like 2 kilograms. This chain is fucking long. So I was like, let's drop it today to 20 and 15, so 35. Yeah, and it felt mega. So second set with a 20 kilogram plate. And something you see across most of my chest press work is I really like the low rep ranges, and my chest responds very good to it. So the first set on the incline was 6 reps, then 6 reps on the pin loaded chest press, then I believe that was 5 repper. So kind of sticking to the lower rep range. And the fact that I'm decreasing load for the second set, I don't call it a back off set. Like, I don't like this idea, because it kind of like enforces the idea that the first set is like very hard, and then the second one is like more technique based, where that's just not the case for me. I treat both of them with the same level of like respect, accuracy. I just adjust the load, aim for a bit of a different rep range, which, as we know, is not as important. Like actually completely doesn't matter if you do a 12 repper or a 6 repper, until it feels good to you. You can safely progress in that rep range, that is suitable rep range for yourself. And so yeah, second set here, and then I believe it will be the second lateral of the day. Yep. Also, something I see very common is like people like put the plate like fucking below their ankles. Like what's the point? It's like decreasing your stability. You want to add the weight like as close to your body as possible. I actually forgot about it, but here in Newry they added like a weight vest. So I thought yesterday to myself, actually, when I had a rest day, yeah, maybe let's put them on today. I forgot. So that's a note to myself to try it next time, because it might feel even better. But I don't know if you can fucking see me, but what I'm saying is basically like put the plate as close to your fucking balls as possible, and I promise you, you'll feel more stable and like less wobbly, and you will just get the most out of the dip. Ooh. Absolutely fucking love the Vulcan rope. It's so nice, both for the up crunches and for the any tricep work. So I've been always like type of guy that was like probably just using a straight bar will be more beneficial because there is, you know, a bit more stability in comparison to something like a rope. But this just feels so fucking good. So 4 working sets actually here. Why overhead work? So this is something I very like. I really like about overhead work after like entire push workout is like we're in this pre-stretch position, which will be probably more beneficial, and we'll be able to get a bit more out of the tricep. So I had like a tricep compound today, which would be the dip. So a 4 sets to isolate it right now, and then onto the prime pec deck where we will do 3 sets of a real delt fly, adjusting the profile from cam 1 all the way to cam 3 in the last set, and 1 set of a single arm fly for chest just to finish it off nicely. I previously programmed 2, but it was just a touch too much where I will be training upper in 72 hours. So it still kind of lands up, like kind of depending how you count the dip and how you count the high and incline, but still around 6 working sets, and that's around the sweet spot for my chest at the minute, where it's enough, but not too much where it like diminishes my ability to progress the next session. Yeah, so a real delt fly. Why I have it on my push day actually, like I just feel much more productive doing it even back end of push rather than on a pull day. Yeah, I could pop in like it at the beginning of a pull day, like starting, but like I have an SLDL tomorrow, which is kind of important to me, and I already ran lat pull down beforehand, just to kind of warm up my lats. So I just feel like adding more and more before the pull work and before the pulling from the floor would just take away a bit. And on the other hand, putting back end of pull where like the real delt already is getting a lot of work through any back work, yeah, it's just counterproductive a bit. So that's why it's end of push day. So 3 sets, kind of the kind of the main tips as always is sit a bit higher than usual, shift your hips back, kind of lean a bit on the machine, and then get a full stretch. Kind of imagine that you want to draw as big of a semicircle as possible. I think like this is the best tip. And even when you are coming into the full stretch, like kind of push with your pinkies the hands away from you, and yeah, this way you will use a bit less load, but I promise you it's worth it, because the connection and the stretch you get is absolutely incredible. So as I said before, 3 sets here and just adjusting the profile. So first set cam 1, right now cam 5, and then on to the cam 3, then 1 chest, single arm chest fly, and we will be done. I think we will pause a bit today because I'm turbo pumped. So yeah, honestly, nobody's paying me for this, but the turbo pump is fucking insane. If you look at the panel, it's like there's no way this doesn't work. So I thought pump pitch is the best, but like turbo pump is on another level. So yeah, let's get turbo pumped. Yo, so that's a wrap for this one. A very successful session, quite long of course because yeah, I got a bit of chit chat. So quick groceries in Lidl right now. Actually, first time we'll be shopping in the Lidl here north. So we will see if they got the same products. Probably yeah. Very happy with honestly posing, looking of course fat, but pretty full to be honest. Especially like through arms. I have not done any bicep work today, and arms look pretty damn full, so happy with that. And also first time recorded posing with a proper camera, so maybe that's why I look a bit better than than fucking usual. So if you got this far, please like, subscribe, all of the good stuff, and I will probably catch you pretty damn soon because I'm planning to getting this one pretty quickly live onto YouTube, hopefully tomorrow, and I will probably record tomorrow's full session. So a big deadlift day tomorrow. Now back home, eat, work, and then fucking meal prep before going on to the Fit in Dundalk for my evening shift. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one.